Welcome to my world.
I know a place where we can go to lay the troubles down, eating your soul. I know a place where mercy flows. Take the stains, make you whiter than snow. Like a tide, it is rising up deep inside a current that moves and makes it come alive. Living water that brings the dead to life. We're going down to the river, down to the river, down to the river to pray. Let's get washed by the water, washed by the water, and rise up in amazing grace. Let's go. Gonna go down in amazing grace.
Hi everyone. No, don't mind me. I'm just reading one of the Psalms. I love the Psalms. Actually, as a matter of fact, I've been just reading so many different passages throughout the Bible lately. But I always end up going back to Psalms because it's very encouraging, where Psalm 57 says, "Be merciful to me, O God, be merciful to me. For my soul trusts in you, and in the shadow of your wings I will make my refuge until these calamities have passed by." Just stuff like that. It's very encouraging. Love the Psalms. If this is the very first time you're viewing my channel, welcome. It's nice to have you here. My name is Ray Gaucher, if I haven't already said that. I travel the highways of Canada as a Christian trucker, and I live right out of my truck, and I love to share also what it's like to live in this industry, or should I say work in this industry, living right out of your truck and having a personal Savior and a personal relationship with God. And the ups and downs, the perks and the negatives, it's all here, unedited. And I don't show you every detail because I like to have some kind of a personal life, but I try to give you as much of a reality as possible, or should I say as much of a look at the reality of what this industry is like living out here. A lot of you out there are training for your CDL or your Class 1 license or whatever it is in whatever country you're in, and you're watching these videos because you want to know what it's like out there. You want to know what you're in for. And I'll tell you something, it's you will know once you start training, when you get into that truck and you start driving around, you're going to know whether or not this is for you. And if you're worried, like the very first time, say you've already got your Class 1 and you passed it and you're doing great, you've been on your first run and you're spending some time out of town, and all of a sudden there's something in you going, I don't like being away from my family or my hometown, I don't know if this is for me. Give it a little bit longer. Give it at least a month. And if you still feel the same way, then maybe it's something else you need to be doing. But give it a little bit of time. And for those of you that have been here before, you know I love to yak, and it's nice to have you back. Hey, that rhymed. You know I love to yak, and it's good to have you back. Excuse me, I'm waiting for, just getting over this cold now. Nasty cold. Thanks, Paul. I went over to visit my friend Paul, and his family had a cold run. There was a cold running around in the house, and well, I got it. And it took me a little while to get over it, and to get used to it. I haven't had a cold in a long time. Anywho, what's going on with me? I'm waiting for a trailer to show up here that's got 4 pallets on it, where they're going to throw in another trailer and I can finally get it out of here and take it to Calgary. It's 3:22 now, and man, I really hope I get out of here soon. But if I don't get out of here soon, as long as I can get out of here tonight, When you're hanging around here on Mondays, it's a gong show. It's like you're just waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. It's because of everything that goes on during the weekend with the other dispatchers back east. And then once Monday rolls around, then the guys here locally got to go, what the heck? And they got a mess they got to clean up. And a lot of guys are sitting around waiting around. And a lot of the reason is because of the mess they have to clean up first thing in the morning. I'm not saying that the guys on the weekend don't do a good job versus the guys during the week, but they're obviously going to do things differently, and wires are going to get crossed and whatnot. You know the way it works. So I'd rather be out of here tonight, even if it's only for even if I only get an hour head start. I'd rather be out of here tonight than be sitting around here tomorrow morning waiting for my load. Okay, I'm ready to go. It's do you hear that squeaking? It was squeaking like that, so I decided to oil the seat, and it's worse now. Nothing worse than a squeaky seat on a brand new truck. Oh, well, I guess I gotta break it in. Okay, we're finally ready to go. Man, yeah, 4:30. That's okay. I was supposed to leave, what did it say, 6 o'clock maybe? So I'm actually leaving pretty good time right now then, I guess. I'm not gonna complain. Oh man. It started to rain pretty good out here, and got a chance to see a really nice rainbow. I didn't catch it on video, but it looked really nice. And another problem, had an issue with the coolant leaking again. Yeah, I just happened to be parked on a bit of a slant, and I guess the radiator level was low because I was on a slant, and the indicator started going off again. I'm like, no, what? This is like the third time this thing's gone off. So I open up the hood, sure enough, half the radiator fluid's missing. I'm like, what is going on here? The first time they had to tighten the hose up here. Second time they had to tighten the hose down up in the back here and do the APU. Third time, the same spot where the last time they tightened it up was leaking again. So I don't know if it was leaking in a different spot. When these trucks come out of the manufacturer, I guess they don't test to make sure things are tight, because there's springing leaks everywhere. So I think I'm probably going to run into a lot of this, you know, in the next few months, just to find out what needs to be fixed, or like what needs to be tightened. Squeaky seats need to be broken in. It's going to be interesting the next 3 months. I got a feeling. All right. I'm okay. Voice command.
Say a command.
Saved places.
Speak the name of a saved place.
Calgary Transex.
Would you like to begin navigation?
Yes. Love this GPS. If you guys are curious of which one this is, it's the 7-inch screen Garmin Trucker GPS. And squeaky, squeaky, squeaky. It's gonna drive me nuts, I know it. I'm gonna have to play the music really loud.
200 meters. Turn right on Brunette Avenue.
Yeah, voice command and everything on it. It's actually really, really good. I'm quite happy with it so far. Even though it does like to send me on wild goose chases once in a while, but what you tell me a GPS that doesn't do that, right? So yeah. So if I was to get to Calgary now, it'd be 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning. No. So I'm gonna probably drive. Well, I can only drive actually. I can only drive 6 hours anyway, so maybe I'll just go as far as Sycamus. If I can, I'll see if I can get to Revelstoke. We'll go as far as we can. Go as far as we can. I just hope I get through this light before a train shows up. That always seems to happen. And then you're sitting here for an extra 20 minutes. Come on, truck, come on. There you go. At least I'm not that
Turn
heavy.
right at the traffic light.
Seem to be pretty light, and I'm okay with that. Peek, 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 peek. Gee, isn't that amazing, eh? You oil a seat and it gets worse. Gee, that never happens.
In 400 meters,
Oh, well, I'll just have to sing louder.
right to Highway 1 East.
On the outskirts of Chilliwack, man, isn't it ever pouring here? You got some serious water coming down. And there's a lot of water on the road in some areas. I wonder if this is going to work its way up to the top of the hill there. If that's the case, I'm going to go with... I'm not going to waste much time getting up there. I asked one driver what the conditions were like up there, but he says it's snowing a little bit on the top of the summit, but he says it's pretty good. We'll find out soon enough. Getting a good truck wash anyway. Well, I'm just making my way up to the Smasher here, and as you can see, it's starting to snow pretty good. It's also sticking really good on the hill, apparently, too. One guy's in the tunnel chaining up.
It'll be a good return trip if it's like this for the rest of the night.
I don't know.
Yeah, no shit.
I don't know if how bad it's going to be. I mean, if I can make it up there, I don't know. Hopefully when we go by Box Canyon, the chain-up lights aren't on. I don't feel like taking my chains out of there, man. It's just not going to be very much fun. Because the chains are like, they're not on my chain rack because I don't have chain racks anymore. So I'd have to dig them right out of the cubby. Yeah, can you see on the ground? You're on the ground here. It's sticking pretty good here. Hopefully I can get up the hill in one shot. We'll find out. guys coming down the hill there from the snow shed, you might want to hang out up there because there's a guy jackknifed right across all the lanes there heading down.
Yeah, I've got more drivers jackknife southbound, and there's a couple spun out northbound there.
Yeah, he's the one that's going southbound. He's blocking all the lanes. Come on, sweetheart, you're almost there. We had two guys in the bottom of the hill that spun out, and they're putting chains on. So far, I'm doing all right. And I don't even have my, I don't even have my differential locked up. Having no problem getting up the hill. See, it's the difference here when you set a certain gear and you just ride that gear all the way up the hill. Stay in that gear. It's when you start changing gears, and that's when you start noticing some severe problems. It's snowing pretty good up here. Look at this. Wow. You know what? They're gonna have chain light. They're gonna have the chain up lights on really quick. Yeah, this is going to be very interesting driving here. You're going to have to be very cautious here. All these four-wheelers, all these guys are heading down the hill. They have no idea there's a trailer, tractor trailer down to the bottom of that hill before you hit the snow shed. They have no idea that it's jackknifed. And it's going to be a lineup going down that hill. There might even be a bit of a pileup down there. Must have just happened because those other cars came down the hill. Well, I can say thank you, Lord, for getting me up the hill without needing to get out and put on chains. I don't mind putting the chains on if I'm at the chain up area, but when you're heading halfway up that hill and now you're having to stop, you seen the bus there and those other ones that were there, they all more or less, they all spun out. They couldn't go. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord Yeshua. Thank you, my dear Lord. Oh, well, Muslim, enjoy the winter wonderland. Well, I made it into Kamloops. And the ride from Merritt to here was was really good. Nothing really to report. However, I'll tell you something. You guys didn't see it, but I had quite an adrenaline running through me when I was heading up that hill, the Smasher, because it was white, it was thick. You seen the buses that were spinning out and the other trucks spinning out, and I'm like, what makes me so special? It's gonna happen to me too. And I thought, well, I'm gonna keep going, and I'll just keep going until I start spinning out, and then I'll have to pull over too. But I actually made it up the hill with no problem. I didn't didn't spin out once. Wow, this is terrible. This is what's going to happen to me now for the next probably week. I'm going to have a stupid, uncontrollable cough. Hopefully it doesn't last very long. now that I'm not inhaling anything. Hopefully it'll go away. But yeah, and that one driver that was jackknifed on the other side down the southbound lane, poor guy, man. I felt so bad for him, blocking all those lanes across like that. And oh man, what a zoo. Anyway, we're in Kamloops now, and this is where we're going to stop for the night. I only have about an hour and a half or whatever driving left of my day, but I got it this far and I'm happy. Got all over the Coquihalla Highway, which is normally a lousy highway to go over, especially during this time of the year because we always get so much snow up there. All right, everyone, I'm going to go into A&W, maybe see if I'll find a snack or something to munch on. I don't have a huge appetite right now, but I'll see what I will come up with, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning, everyone. Time is it now? 7:30. And just leaving Kamloops. Did my pre-trip on my truck and trailer, and all of a sudden my trailer lights aren't working. They worked last night when I got here, and now they don't work. So my tail lights, brake lights are working, four-ways are working, signals are working. For whatever reason, my tail lights and my clearance lights
Turn
aren't
right
working.
on Copperhead Drive.
So
then
obviously
take the first right.
Obviously there's something wrong in that circuit. So in the meantime, until all this fog lifts,
right on
I'm gonna have to
Highway
drive
1
with my four-ways on because I can't drive in the dark like this, especially in the fog. So I'm gonna have to drive with my four-ways on so these people can see the trailer in the back. Because I can't I can't wait till Peterbilt gets up. They could be working on that thing for hours. So, I don't quite know if it's my truck. I don't know if it's the trailer. So I'm gonna have to, like I said, drive with my four-ways on until the sun gets a little brighter, and then I can turn them off. The joys of this job. The joys of this job. Oh well.
Continue on Highway 1.
What can you do, right? Not much. Hopefully the fog will lift soon and I'll be able to turn them off. I had an okay sleep last night. Feeling a little bit better. This stupid cold is still gnawing up my throat. It's still giving me this uncontrollable cough. I hate that. When you just start talking and all of a sudden you start coughing uncontrollably. Can't stand that. Hopefully, now that I'm not vaping anything or smoking anything, I'll be able to get through the cold really fast. That's what I'm hoping for. Well, if everything goes to plan, we should be in Calgary about maybe 4 o'clock my time. So let's make our way through the fog and me looking like an airport beacon coming down the road. Because like I said, I have to use my four-ways or I could be liable if somebody runs into the back of me. like my lighting issue wasn't with the trailer, it's with the truck. Because I backed up to another trailer and hooked up my power line to it. Same problem, no tail lights, it's the truck. So, gotta take it over to the shop now. Hopefully it's a quick fix and I can get out of here. If it's not, I'm gonna lose my load. So, hopefully they can have a look at me right away. This has been a very interesting evening so far. This is what you call a turn and burn. Okay, what I did was I dropped this trailer that I brought up here. Realized that my trailer brakes, my trailer, you know, I haven't started coughing like this. I only start coughing like this when I turn on the camera. Isn't that ironic how that works? Get it out of your system, Ray. Turn this on a little bit. Anyway, I thought that the problem was with the trailer. It turns out that it was with the trailer. What it was doing, it was shorting out my fuse in my truck. So it was shorting out the main fuse for my marker lights and my tail lights. Because I noticed that when I plugged my thing in this morning and I checked it and I'm like, what's going on? Something's not right here. Every time I plug it in, the light comes on for half a second, then it shuts off again. It's like a relay or something. But what it was doing, it was shorting out. Something was shorting out anyway, and it was on the trailer itself. So, anyway, so I took it into the shop, they checked it, they found the fuse that blew, and they figured that the reason why it blew was because of something wrong with the trailer. So now they're going to take a look at the trailer. I've got my other load. I got to make it hopefully by Kamloops by tomorrow at 10 a.m. That's what I'm pulling for. Well, actually, I told them probably get there more likely like 11, and they said that was fine. Just let them know. So this, like I said, this is a real turn and burn here, in town and out. Not even time to eat. I had time to make a sandwich, peanut butter and jelly sandwich, while they're working on the truck. They got a chance to read a little bit of my Bible. That's always a nice bonus. And I got a half a tank of fuel right now. Wondering if I should stop and get fuel, or come on, or should I? Or should I just try to make it all the way to Revelstoke and then stay there for the night and then get fuel first thing in the morning? I don't know. I don't know. Decisions. You know what? I might just stop over at Jumping Pound. I might just stop there anyway and get fuel. Alright. Don't even... It's kind of funny. I feel like it's the next day. I'm not used to leaving the yard so soon. Yeah, it's 5:42 my time, and it sure doesn't feel like it. It feels like it's 10 o'clock at night. Well, let's see what progress we can make. Well, I made my way up to, or should I say I've made it up to Rogers Pass. This is where I'm staying for the night. Did pretty good timing here too. I think I did 44 minutes. Oh, okay.
Well, that's, excuse me. That is using my time quite well. Awesome. Gotta like that. My air freshener. It smells really nice. It's apple cinnamon. One of my favorite scents. Yeah, I think this bathroom over here. There's a bathroom over here, and I wanted to make sure I parked on this side so I'd have access to it in the morning in case I need to. It's got running water in there too, I think, so I can actually brush teeth and clean up and everything in the morning. It's kind of nice. I'm gonna go check it out. I'm gonna take a little walk and say my morning prayers. Yeah. Say my evening prayers, and then come back and have a little bite to eat. So, that is my plan. I hope I don't end up with like a whooping cough for the next week. I hope not. Alright, so 10:15 is when I got here. Good morning. Just checking my lines, checking my pin. Wow, you see the snow out there? Yeah, it's coming down pretty good here now. It snowed a little bit last night. As you can see, it's getting a little thicker, so this is probably a really good time to leave. Lord is good. I tell you something, people. I tell this to you guys a lot, and I will continue to encourage people to do this. If you don't do this already and you don't have a chance to get up as early as you can, or should I say, if you haven't done this, get up a little earlier in the morning and spend that time alone with the Lord. It is so therapeutic. It is just nice. It's simply beautiful.
Turn right
And the
on
other big
Highway
reward for that is that God will reward you. You'll end up with a closer relationship with God than you've ever had before. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't know. I never like starting out like this, heading down a hill when my tires are cold.
Continue on Highway 1.
At least if my tires are warm or hot, they're going to stick to the ground a little bit better. So I'm going to head down this hill a little bit more cautious until my tires warm up anyway. But I got up at 6 a.m. The flakes weren't nearly as heavy as this. They're getting heavier now, so this is a good time to go. They should be okay by the time I get to the bottom of this hill, get into Albert Canyon. It should be all right. Had a good sleep last night. Fell asleep with my audio Bible. And it was funny, I went to bed last night. I was feeling okay. When you get that bit of a cold and you can feel that in the back of your throat. Was kind of gone yesterday, and all of a sudden it reappeared again this morning. I don't know, maybe my cold flared up a little bit because last night I took a bit of a walk up there, and because of the snow it was a bit wet, and because it was snowing, and maybe my cold flared up a little bit because I'm walking around it was worth it. I love taking my walks and spending time with God. It's my favorite pastime. It really is. When I have opportunities to do that, it's a real blessing to me. I think I'd really, really be lost if I couldn't take a walk every single day and just talk with the Lord and tell Him how I'm feeling. Pour out my heart to Him. And there's other times where I'm doing really, really well, and I just want to thank Him and glorify Him. Alright, what stage am I on? Stage 3 of my jig. I think I'll take it and put it down on stage 2. Doesn't even feel like it's 6:30 in the morning. Well, I made it into Kamloops, and I'm having some serious problems with this truck. It's making some funny noises. I've got my traction control, my ABS lights on. All of a sudden, everything's on at once now. And then a message popped up to tell me to call Peterbilt and check engine light and it's really sad that you can't ever do. I mean, I would just love to be able to do my job without always having to worry about breaking down or having something wrong. And it's been like this consistently since I started driving truck. All these newer trucks, they just, if this continues on, I'm going to evaluate this for the next few months, and if this continues like this, I might think of a career change. I'm being serious. I might think of a career change because it is so stressful. Always having to worry about whether the truck is going to break down, whether you're going to lose out because, on trips because it's just very stressful having to deal with this all the time. So I guess when I get to this place where I'm supposed to be unloading here, I'm gonna give my breakdown guys a call and tell them what's going on. There's a Peterbilt right here. They're probably gonna get me. Oh, pull in there and get them, put a computer on it.
Then take the first right.
I could be stuck over there for 2 days. I have no idea. But you know what? That seems to be all a part of this, this industry. Breakdowns and breakdowns and breakdowns. This is a brand new truck, 2015. Should we be having so many issues with a truck like this? 3 times I've already had to we've had radiator leak or coolant leaks with it. And I've heard also
Turn
that
right on Chief Lewis Way.
I've also heard too that these trucks, they're called Packer or whatever, they're not very good. So I'm starting to see that for myself. Oh well, first things first, let's just find out where I need to unload this. Hopefully I can get into this place. It won't be too much of a problem.
Anyway, what happened over here? A whole bunch of rocks. That's what I figured it was. A whole bunch of rocks got stuck in the... It wasn't in the front, it was actually in the back drums, the brake drums. Both sides. I don't know how that happened. Both sides. Caused all the sensor lights, everything to go on, everything. It was just crazy. Good news about it. Now they pulled everything off, pulled the wheels off, and checked everything, cleaned everything out. I'm rolling again. And hopefully I can get to the yard and they'll give me something I can turn with as soon as I get there. It'd be nice. That means I just keep rolling, keep going. Anyway, it only makes me a little bit nervous because I don't really quite know if this situation's going to happen again with the rocks. Wow, I've never seen that happen before. The guy said to me, he says, next time, just drive on it for a while. It'll probably break them up. It's pretty embarrassing driving around with that really horrible, wretched sound. I don't think I'll do that. I don't think I'll drive around with it like that. It could cause damage. I don't know. It's just my opinion. All right. When are we going to be home? Voice command.
Say a command.
Go home. Go home.
Navigating home.
ET phone home. ET phone home. Okay.
Continue on Highway 5.
Should be home close to 6. 6 o'clock. Hopefully they'll give me something I can turn around with and maybe make it as far as Kamloops. But it's supposed to get ugly up there for snow. So I may end up going to the canyon on the way back. We'll see what happens. My back is shot. It does not feel very good right now. Man, I hope that gets better. I really do. I hate to feel like this the whole way to Calgary. Great. Try to adjust my mirror on the right hand side because the washer fluid keeps ending up all over it. I don't know if what I did is going to help find out. What a dumb design though. You shoot your washer fluid and it ends up all over your mirror. You'd think they would put skirts or something up on the side. They don't test drive the vehicles obviously when they make these things. Volvos did the same thing. Same kind of design, right? The washer fluid sprays and it ends up all over your mirrors. And then especially when it's really cold, it freezes up on your mirrors and then you have to hit the defrost. Or there's film that gets on your mirrors and then you got to stop all the time and whatever. Watch out, guys. Got a lot of crows around here. Oh, well, we'll find out soon enough if that made any difference. If not, I'll just put my mirror back. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go.
Take a roundabout right to Highway 1 East toward home.
I'm just very, very, well, maybe about a half an hour away from the Calgary yard here, and it is like so foggy out here. And there's at times when I can barely even see within 3 feet in front of the truck. Very foggy. Holy smoke. My back is really sore. It doesn't help when you have to cough either. I'm trying to figure out why my back is so sore. I don't know if it was the way that I had adjusted my seat, or maybe I just simply pulled a muscle coughing. I don't know. Drop this paperwork off. I'm not in very good shape at all. Sore back. Irritating cough. Plugged nose. Haven't had a cold in 3 years. Figures, eh? I give up the e-cigarette and now I get the cold. Yeah. Oh well. How's that going, you're asking? Well, you know what? I still have little urges to want to pick one up. And then I always keep saying, I don't want to go back to that. I just don't. I don't want to be a prisoner to that. I'm sick and tired of, I need to establish some strong boundaries on what's important in my life and what isn't, and that is not important in my life, so I don't want it in my life. Besides, it's not very attractive. Puffing on one of those things. And when I do meet the right girl, I want her to be really pleased with what she sees, and that's including my habits. Believe me, I'm looking forward to the day when I find someone who will be happy with what I have to offer. Good morning. Just making some toast this morning. Had a chance to go for my walk this morning and do my workout, and my back is still a little bit sore. Still have a little bit of this irritating cough. Nose is still stuffed up. I've had this cold for a week. I don't know, maybe some people might call it a flu. Well, a flu kind of gives you muscle aches everywhere. I think my back is sore because I adjusted my seat the wrong way and I happened to cough the wrong way. And I think with both of those, ended up pulling my back out. But anyway, I'm supposed to have an appointment tomorrow morning. I have an appointment tomorrow morning. I'm supposed to be back there tomorrow morning for it, and hopefully I'm waiting to hear back from my dispatchers that they'll give me a load straight back. I told them I really need to make this appointment, so I'm really hoping they can give me something straight back. And if not, this will be the third time I'll have to change my appointment. Let me see, 1, 2, yeah, second or third time I've had to change my appointment if I can't make it. And I might have to change my appointment to Monday, or maybe I can even squeeze it in on Saturday, I don't know. So, that's kind of what's going on with me. I'm just waiting to hear back from my dispatcher. And in the meantime, I'm having peanut butter and jam breakfast, toast in the morning for breakfast. And this is a real blessing. Normally, don't get to have anything warm in the morning. So the toaster, I think, was a really smart investment. All right, so I'm just gonna wait it out here until I hear something, and hopefully it's good news. And I hear they'll be telling me that I have a load I can leave with right away instead of sitting around until 5 or 6 o'clock this afternoon waiting for a load, which happens a lot. So any other day I wouldn't care. Any other day I would say, fine, I'll just go out and just do something. I'll go for a walk for 4 hours, because I can do that. Whenever I go for my walks, I can walk for hours. And that's one of the reasons why I have strong legs, because I walk so much. And anyway, that's all I got for you right now. Hopefully we'll have some good news soon. Making my way to Chilliwack now. As you can see, 13 kilometers away. Yeah, finally ending this 70-hour cycle. Looking forward to the next 3 days off. My back is really, really shot. And I'm just looking forward to just driving my car, getting out of this truck. I'm gonna go buy some jeans and buy some new clothes this weekend. We'll have a steak dinner with my daughter. And maybe go to church on Sunday. That's the church I want to go to. I might do that as well. Yeah, looking forward to the next 3 days for sure. It's pouring out here, man. They're getting a lot of rain out here. My goodness. Get a nice truck wash, though. No complaints there. I'm not really looking forward to getting out of the truck. My back is really stiff right now. When I got out at the brake check, man, it was really sore. I had a hard time walking.
Turn right at the traffic light.
And it's not going to be very much fun. But hitching this trailer in the pouring rain like this with a sore back, that's going to be fun. Oh man, it even hurts to cough. Well, folks, I really do hope you enjoyed the video. I know some of you have sent me messages asking, when are we going to get to see you chain up? Well, you know what? Fortunately, I haven't had to do that yet. And if you can prevent yourself from having to get out and chain up, the better, because all the chains are in the jockey box. There's only one place in this whole truck where you can keep your chains, and they're stuffed in there. So for me to get those chains out of there is a real pain. It's a real pain. So if I can avoid chaining up, I will. If I had them on my if I had chain racks on the back of my mud flaps, that'd be different. But I don't. And those chains get heavy, especially when you're pulling them out of a jockey box. You can pull your back with those easily. But anyway, folks, like I said, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I look forward to seeing you next time. And if any of you need any prayer, please let me know, and I'll be happy to do just that. So God bless all of you in the precious name of Yeshua. Until next time, bye for now.